go. Hello everyone! Welcome to another virtual Crafternoon. Today we're going to be making this lovely sort of dragon accordion puppet. It's a fun little accordion fold with a toilet paper tube head for the dragon. So for this craft you are of course going to be needing that toilet paper tube, some straws or chopsticks or something else to act as sort of the handles for your puppet. Markers to draw in the eyes, some paint and paintbrush. You can also take a plate or a bowl or something to put your paint in. Me, I'm going to be lazy and just put the paint directly on the toilet paper tube roll. Some construction paper, scissors, glue. I'm using 2 types of glue. You might also want to use hot glue to put the head onto the paper. I was able to do it with white glue, it just takes longer to dry. So whatever you prefer. But anyway, we are going to start off with our dragon body. And we're going to take one of our pieces of paper and fold it in half lengthwise. There we go. And fold it in half again, so that we have 4 sections of paper. Just like so. And we're going to cut these out into their strips. And you're going to do the same with a second piece of construction paper as well. You're welcome to do 2 different colors of paper, or if you want to do the same color, whatever you prefer your dragon to look like. And I'm just going to jump ahead to when I have all of the strips cut out. And there we go, we have our 8 strips of paper. I'm using 2 different colors, that way you can kind of see better what I am doing. So I'm going to set 3 of each color aside for right now. And I'm going to start folding these papers in an accordion style, so you kind of want these 2 corners to meet up, so one will be going up and down and one will be going side to side. I like to do this at restaurants too with like the straw wrappers. So you just sort of fold it over across, like that, and then you'll fold your top one down, like so, and then you'll fold your other one back across, and you just keep going, up and across, and down and across, until you get to the end, like so. Alright, now I'm going to take some glue and I'm going to glue these ends down so that the body of the dragon doesn't start flopping apart when we get it all constructed. So I'll have the blue one down a little bit, and I'll actually glue down the yellow one down a bit, and I'm going to do the same on the other end, just to make sure it stays closed. There we go. You can always add more glue later if needed. Alright. Then we're actually going to take our paper again, 2 new strips, and we're going to do the exact same thing. We're going to glue this down on top. And we'll glue our blue piece of paper on there too. So it's just like when we started our little accordion body, and we're going to do more folding. And you're going to do this with all the rest of your strips of paper until you get to the end. So we're just going to fast forward through this part. And there you have the accordion body. Isn't that fun? Anyway. So from here we're actually going to take our straws to act as the handles, and something I forgot at the beginning of the video is actually tape. Find that tape's a bit easier to put the straws down than glue. So we're just going to use some tape. And you're going to kind of decide where you might want to tuck them in. So make sure you tuck them in at the ends, of course. So I'm going to kind of show you guys. I'm going to tuck this straw in here a little bit. And tape it in. Like so. And we'll do the same at the other end. Tape. Have to undo my gluing just a little bit to tuck it in, but it's okay. Maybe. Oops. There we go. So then you'll be able to control the body with the straws. Alright, and we're going to set the body off to the side for right now because we're going to work on the head. So you're going to take your toilet paper tube roll and your paint of choice. I'm going to go use blue to kind of match some of the dragon's body. And like I said, you probably want to put paint into a container of some sort, so like a plate or a bowl, so it's a little easier for you. I'm going to be lazy though, and just kind of dump it onto my toilet paper tube roll and just paint it on. And you're going to continue this until your toilet paper tube roll is completely covered. Of course, if you don't have paint at home, you can probably also cover this with marker or something similar, just so you have a nice color on your dragon. And it doesn't take too long, if I'm honest. It's not that big of a roll. And normally when you end this, you actually want to wait for it to dry before you continue on, but for time's sake, I'm just going to plow on as though it was dry. Alright. So you can see from the head of my dragon that we have these lovely sort of flourishes for the eyes to sit on. So you can take another piece of paper. You can fold it in half if you want to make sure that your eyes flourishes are going to be the same size and shape. You can use a pencil if you'd like to sort of draw out your design before cutting. Me, I'm going to risk just kind of basing it off my previous shape. I'm actually just going to cut out a circle for right now and then put on this spines. There we go. And then I can make it all fancy. A little easier for me. So then these guys you'll glue on to the side of your dragon head. And use some glue stick again. And again, you want to wait for your tube to dry before putting this all on. Otherwise you're going to get very messy hands like I am. Just like so. So you have the lovely flourishes for the eyes, and then you can take your marker and actually draw in the eyeballs. My example dragon is very angry. He has those angry eyes. This guy I'm just going to give him simple little dot eyes. I think this dragon is much nicer. There we go. So eyes on either side. And then last but not least, you are going to glue the head of your dragon onto your body. Now, like I said, you might want to use hot glue for this. I was able to get it to work with white glue. It just takes longer to dry and you won't be able to touch it while it's drying. So you can take your dragon head, make sure the eyes are facing up, and kind of just put some glue around the edge. Just to kind of give you enough purchase. And you're going to flip it around and attach it onto your body. And like I said, you're going to have to leave it there for a while it dries. You may need to fill in some gaps with your glue, but otherwise, once that dries, you will have your lovely dragon puppet. And actually, let me tilt you up a little further so you guys can actually see it in its full glory, and you can see my face a little bit. So there you go. So that's what the dragon looks like. And if you want to get really creative, you could get like crepe paper or tissue paper and cut out some streams to hang out of his mouth so it looks like he's breathing fire. And it's absolutely perfect for our summer reading this year, which is Imagine Your Story. So it takes place with fairy tales and mythology, things like that. And other than that, that is our Crafternoon for this week. I hope you all enjoyed it and enjoy making your own dragons. Other than that, I hope you all stay safe, stay healthy, and enjoy the rest of your day. Bye! So we're just gonna fast forward through this part.